Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart.
Inquisitor. Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
You know, because
Yeah.
some cinnamon's really spicy. But it's still a sweet candy. So like you're eating like a strawberry flavored lolly or cherry flavored lolly or orange or whatever, and it's got chili in it. But these ones are different. Like they're the fuzzy peach, or like they got a watermelon one. They got a strawberry. I can't remember what the other one was. It was, you know, 4 basic fruit gummy flavors, but with chili flakes on it. I didn't care for that.
Sounds like
That is
good.
that is something we should look into. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Edema Squirt of Clan the Squirt the First. I really don't like that she changed my name to Squirt, but she is my dove. I'm the host, and welcome. It's Sunday, a relaxing Sunday, and I'm your host, and I'm grateful to be joined by a good. I don't even know. Like, I don't want to say anything like a chunk of ladies or a host of ladies. Like, how does it?
Flock of ladies, a
flock
gaggle of ladies.
a
Chunk
gaggle,
of ladies.
a murder of ladies. Like, how does it?
A murder
how does
of
it work?
ladies.
Oh, I like that one. Let's keep that one.
Yes,
I like murder
see,
of ladies.
Thor likes
Murder
it
of
too,
ladies.
a murder of ladies. Yes.
We got have. I'm gonna go down the line here on the voice chat. Kefki. And,
What?
Ah, okay. And JenTMaxi. How you?
Hello.
And SoraLuna.
Hi.
I want to thank you all for joining me, and I want to thank everybody in chat and for joining us on this Sunday episode of Minions of the Zoo. How is everybody doing this evening?
Right, you see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I was talking about yesterday, dear. Yeah, thanks, Adam. Nice to see you too. Hi, how's it going, mate?
How's it going, Lothi? It's always a pleasure.
I'm joking. I'm
on
not
that.
really offended. I'm kidding. I'm joshing. I'm taking a piss.
Taking
Well,
the piss.
Taking
Wow.
the piss.
We don't take the piss. We go check the toaster.
These better than
no,
on
no,
stream.
taking.
Especially since we're not
Never mind.
monetized.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
that and
You
this
wanna
this isn't a Ranting Monkey or Satsu stream, so no peeing on stream. You gotta
No,
hold those for those guys.
Wait, hold on.
No, taking the piss. It
Us?
means. Jen, you know what that means.
I know what you mean.
I don't. Wait, hold on. I don't know what you mean.
Just
So-
teasing you. She's taking the piss now.
So we're not
Everyone,
allowed to take a
Nolan,
piss?
why do you people want the piss
he's
so bad?
making
That's
fun.
disgusting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just there was this one time on a stream that we did, and I actually think you were probably there for that one, Sora, because that's back when we all.
I was, yes. I know this lore. I was there for that.
And we're all like in the middle of a zombie apocalypse and trying not to die and hopefully not having a building explode, and somebody just takes a wee on the stream. I don't know who it was. I my bets are on Flare because it's usually Flare.
Yo, well, I mean, if it's alive on stream, I think that's an issue. However, if
It
you
was pretty memorable.
Sorry.
It was funny.
Sorry.
I mean,
I usually don't
admittedly, it was
listen to
funny. A lot of the shenanigans we got up to on that stream was funny.
Not a lot of maturity to be had all around, which is a good thing.
No.
I think.
No. I remember trying to find as many pot plants as I could because I wanted to imply that it was either a pot house or put them on the ceiling.
Ew.
Yeah, putting pot plants on the ceiling was a great joy.
Wait, why? Is it
'Cause
better?
it always upset
Why not?
us. It always upset Satsu. And yeah, why not?
Just better
I
lighting.
mean, once they started-
One of the rooms I made had that. It was basically all flowers, and I hid my sleeping bag or bedroll, whatever of the game, like amongst all the pot plants. It was great.
Wait, what? You hid your sleeping bag amongst your pot plants?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were potted plants in the game.
it was in a little corner of the horde base, and this is 7 Days to Die, by the way. We should probably clarify this is not
Okay.
real life.
I was gonna say, I'm sitting there like, okay, wait, hold on. You have
I was just thinking,
a couple
this
of
might
pot
sound
plants. Yeah, and then I was like, wait, and then why would you put your sleeping bag next to
This
your
is
plants of pot? Wait, 7
Easy
ways to
access.
die.
You wake
Okay.
up, you want the pot, there you go.
Well, okay. Well, also you're speaking to Eagle Balls. So
This
uh,
this is also old
Speaking to
school.
what?
Old school 7 days. So in old school
What is
7 days, you
7
could
Days
put
to
things
Die?
like, yeah, you could put like the potted plants and the chairs on the ceiling, and they would just stick there. And
Yeah.
it would drive Setsu nuts because chairs aren't supposed to float on the ceiling. So
Can
we
you not
would,
do that anymore?
I think you can with chairs. With the potted plants, though, they fall down.
Oh, boo.
Which is a
That's-
great trap if you're trying to kill something, but useless in a horde.
yeah.
That's too bad. See, this is how they like take all the fun out of the games.
Yeah. Why do they do that?
No, but I gotta remember to mention that to Flair, because if they ever do another 7 Days to Die game, I know for a fact that he could still pong Satsu with that.
Hey, Adam, you want to say hi to chat? You want to say hi to chat? You want to greet chat? I want to say hi to chat. I'm going to say hi to chat.
She's such a good host.
Hey, hold on. I said hi to chat.
There's
You know-
now I'm saying hi to chat now individually. There's a goose, cannibal goose. There's a JB. There's a freaking Dilla Hayes out there somewhere. So everybody watch your back.
Hi, Harry.
There's a tall person
Oh,
and a SoraLuna. Hey, there's a SoraLuna in here too. What a coinky Look at there.
imposter! It's not me.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you can say hi to somebody in chat
Listen,
who's
I-
and also in the stream. That doesn't work.
Oh
right?
no,
Why
I
not?
broke the law. It's an
Whoa,
imposter.
whoa.
No,
That's the
no.
fourth wall.
The fourth law?
Yeah.
The fourth law. Wait, what? What's the first three laws of the stream?
The first one is your socks. The second one is your
Well,
shoes.
I'm wearing those.
The third
I ain't got
one-
those
wait,
on.
I don't recall the rest of it. But the fourth wall is like you're breaking boundaries
Do you not have the big stone tablets with the one stone tablet with the one tiny pebble with the 4 logs of strumming on it?
Okay,
I'm
well,
the
you
only
know,
one that found it funny.
if you want that content, you have to watch Adam's show on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday, as where tinfoil hats are placed on our heads, and we talk about stone tablets and the meanings. But this is
Do
Sunday.
you know,
Uh-oh.
Adam? Do you
Yes.
know? You'll find this interesting. Lothi,
Bolton.
do you know that the military has this? That they use this sound, right? I forget what kind of noise it is. It's a certain kind of noise, and it gets in your head, and it's really really bad, and it sucks. Do you know one way to stop that is to put aluminum foil on your head, like for reals? I thought it was interesting. I thought Adam would like this. He would like to know this.
What?
He
Okay,
has
first off,
multi-purpose foil hat there.
well, okay. I feel I feel a kind of way that you bring it up on a Sunday when we're
I'm
trying
sorry,
to have it a nice, enjoyable day, but also that it's I don't know if I should be humbled or like, hey, why are you pointing this out? That
Just
I
wanting to
would
bring
have
up
that
the
hat. Yeah.
the magnificent multi-functions of aluminum foil. You can cook with it. You can block out evil sound waves. You can block mind control. You can wrap things in it for storage. You can use it as a base for your super sculptures. Aluminum foil is amazing. It's got so many uses. Everybody should have aluminum foil. You can also wrap it around your arms and pretend you're a robot.
Well, in all
I haven't
intents and
done
purposes,
that. Totally haven't. Never done that.
I think. Thank you for bringing that up. And
If you've never done it,
Stop
then how can
looking.
you be recommending it? You
I
you
don't
should do
know.
it first.
My friend did it. Yeah, my friend.
Ah, you're speaking for a friend. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, but now I have this image in my head. So this was when I saw this, it was a couple of years ago, and it was a trend on, I don't know if it was being done on TikTok in particular, but people were going out with large rolls of saran wrap to make tents with it.
Hold
And
on.
this lady managed to make a greenhouse tent. It looked kind of like a spider web. Was kind of retarded because she used like 4 mega rolls of saran wrap to make it.
I think I've seen something like that.
I have this weird retarded image of some moron doing it with tinfoil. I don't know why.
They would be making a baking box at that point. They would be cooking
I feel
themselves.
like that'd be a fire hazard or
baked
something, somehow,
potato.
some way.
Be like a oven.
Yep.
Sorry. I just remember dumb stuff that I see on the internet, and then I'm like, in perspective, what
wonder
if they did it like this? I mean, it's equally dumb, but I wonder what would happen.
I mean, well, that is. I've seen the saran wrap campground place.
Yeah.
But aluminum foil, that's crazy.
I don't think it would work. I mean, it tends to rip when you bend it too much, you know?
Oh, definitely.
You know, I get it with the saran wrap. It has the bendability of being plastic, but if there's a will, there's a way, you know?
Well, I guess you can't blame the Canucks for trying something different, you know?
If I scrunch it up enough.
Letting
It's not gonna work.
You know, to be honest, I was trying my
was out there, I
hardest
can't say
to get an Australian on our panel, just so we can have a diverse viewpoint on things such as this, you know. But
it's diverse. We have 2 Canadians and 2 Americans. That's kind of diverse. I mean,
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, well, the proper way, and then I'm pretty
in one
sure
segment.
the Canucks have their different views. Well, actually, no, because aren't you two around the same areas?
Yeah.
Kinda-ish.
You're not like,
But I mean,
generally geographically speaking, sure.
yeah, you're not like Donkey, where he's East Coast.
No, he's too far away.
oh,
Yeah.
he's very far away. We make fun of him for being far away. Plus, he's in a shit city, and I'm gonna continue to say that.
Well, okay,
Oh,
hold on.
oh,
He's not
oh,
here to
I
defend
like this.
himself, so I don't know if that's fair.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Badger said it's an international panel. Yeah, I like that. It's international. Yay!
See,
Well-
if Donkey were here, he would say, "Hey, I attest to that," and then he'd be like, "Knock it off."
And yeah, speaking of potatoes, I tried to get Spud on here, but
Where is Spud?
he didn't
Sleeping?
want. Yeah, I think it's.
Well, he didn't want to. Just tell. Oh, that's mean. I wanted to talk to Spud. Well, Foovers.
It's a weird time, So,
It's probably
See how it
out of
is,
curiosity.
Budrick. I see.
Yeah, I think it's pretty late for them right now. Like, if he were to be up, I would
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
it's
no,
like
I know,
five.
I
Like
know.
4 a.m. It's
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah, it's late there.
on a Monday.
I hope he's asleep for another couple hours. Go get your sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try and get some bits of sleep, but yeah.
Since we've
You would love to hug
have we now said our
potato.
introductions and said hello to the chat?
Oh shit! Sorry. Wait. Yes. 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 Yeah. Wait. No. There's a Spittle buggy that joined. Hey, Spittle. Hug.
Oh, hi, Spittle.
Oh, okay. Now we're
Hi,
done.
Spittle.
Now we're done. Now we're done.
Okay.
Wait. Harry. Wait. Okay. Now we're done.
Bitch. We're done.
Ah!
Oh,
Because did
get-
you want to talk about your AI art?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I really didn't have anything.
Ow.
I kind of pulled something out of my my butt, just kind of to. Oh hey, what are we gonna talk about? Friends, boop a doop boop a doo. How many of you have them? Dick of friends, boop a doop boop. AI
You have
art.
friends? Thanks for rubbing it in.
Hey, no, you are. All the three of you, I would say, yes, are my friends.
AI art.
AI art. So this is something that I've been looking at for the past couple of days, and it's kind of it's odd to me. I know damn, I wish I didn't have anything prompted up. Usually I square up things, but. Okay, so on Twitter, there's a post where it's like, AI doesn't plagiarize, and there's a picture of Mario in front of a Ghostbusters symbol with Ghostbusters behind him, and they're saying, it's not the perfect Mario and blah blah blah, and there's people making the arguments that, people can draw the Ghostbusters logo, people could draw Mario, and that's not stealing art. So therefore, AI art isn't, theft of art. And actually looking at
So they're trying to use the fan art argument that because people can draw fan art of something, that's what AI art is.
well, I mean,
Okay, so I got.
I don't think that's gonna win.
Okay, so AI art, it from my understanding, it takes from a lot of different art. Like it'll scan the interwebs and it'll see different art. Some programs cut and paste them together and basically just re-render and do all this other stuff. But they get art from other sources. So basically, all AI art is art theft unless you just draw all the pictures and feed it into there, and it's exclusively, yeah,
Yeah.
or you get
basically.
permission from all the artists. There's a big thing about that, and
Well,
it is a difficult subject.
that's what. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Mhm.
okay. So I've been looking at it. It was this, and then a debate between Shadversity and Sam something or other, and he's an artist who did something. And I've seen other artists who made videos talking about this subject, and the art theft thing kind of gets me where it's like, dude, okay, if I draw Betty Boop, I'm not stealing Betty Boop. I'm drawing Betty Boop. Like there's a whole style difference between that. I get what they're saying where they're like, "Oh yeah, you're drawing, you're pulling this program is pulling from a database and it's using this art style." But at the same end, if it's just pulling an image of Supergirl, uh, say for this bit, um, and altering it towards what he wants it to do, it's not really art theft at that point.
Don't see the problem
It,
as long as he's not selling it or
well,
saying,
that
"Oh, I make commissions this way," and
well
yeah.
that's where I think, okay, we're looking at it. There's a war and there's different fronts. Claiming art theft is not a strong front. Um, the strongest front is you are stealing work from people. You're stealing work from low tier artists who would be able to just conceptualize a quick bit of work to try and sell a piece. AI will be able to do that on the dime. That is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's a reality.
I, I think that's where the real concern is, though, because if they connect to the internet, which is what they're going to do, it's just going to scan through everybody else's art.
Oh yeah,
And then you're
definitely.
going to have people being like, yeah, your AI is stealing my art. And then having to prove it every single time. So I think that's where that fear is.
We were
Like they're
seeing
going
it
to have to, yeah.
with the writers strike, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I mean, it is affecting people. So I mean, I see the concern um, for it, but at the other end, I also think it's just it's a push for, if you're an artist, you should push to make your style a bit more visible. Like it.
It's why there's an importance to having a signature to your art.
Yes.
Like I don't just mean putting your name on it. It's literally having a style. It's like when you say things like, yeah, there's a graffiti artist, there's a couple of them that are world renowned because they're everywhere. And you know who they are because their art is signature. And they're famous for it. I can't pronounce their names, so I'm not going to pretend like I can. Some people have foreign names and I suck at saying them. But that's kind of the signature of art.
Call them Shemp.
Yeah.
A Shemp?
Shemp and Chowder Nooks. Yeah. So you got Shemp and Chowder Nooks here, and people can recognize their art just by the look of it and the style of it, right, Jen?
Yep.
They don't have to read the signature.
It's exactly like that. But that's kind of the problem with a lot of the folks that are talking right now is like, yes, they're all really good artists, but a lot of their art is styled after other artists. I hate to break it to a lot of the internet world, but a lot of our art right now, it's based off of other people's art. It has been for a really long time. It's something that I keep trying to stress to folks like Blue. I love all the gadgets that the kids have for their art. It's amazing the stuff they can do. But the thing is Bob Ross isn't wrong. Those little mistakes that you make are also the signature to your painting, because they're those little things that you weren't going to add in, but now you have to because it was a mistake. and you have to figure out how to blend it in. You have to figure out how to make that cloud or make that tree. But if you don't know how to make those brush strokes because you're using somebody else's stroke on a pre-program, it's not the same thing.
Oh, hold on, Jen. Hold on. What happens if
No, it's very wise, Jen.
Well, what happens if it's instead of a brushstroke, it's a change in the terminology that they would put into the to the AI program? It's like, okay, so instead of this type of darkened night, it's a different type of darkened night. You know, it's
Well,
Okay, well then you're a writer. Congratulations. I
Oh.
mean,
it's not really that.
All
When
right.
you're doing AI, it's going to be by pixelation. So it's by pixelation. The difference when you're
that's
talking about like
that-
medium,
that's the
it-
argument that they're going in is you're ascribing somebody to do a work as opposed to doing the work yourself.
yeah. So what's the point? Are you saying people are
there's
going,
a huge
"Oh, I
difference
wrote
though.
this,
Like
therefore
I'm not talking about like, okay, so when you're talking about something online, a lot of the things that we do online is not the same as what you do in an art class.
No.
I mean that, like watercolors to oil paints to acrylics, to even airbrush. I used to get made fun of by my art teacher for wanting to use an airbrush because he said
Airbrushes are
everything that
awesome.
you can do with an airbrush, you can do with with an actual brush.
Okay, but airbrushing is awesome. That has
It
so
is
many
awesome.
applications.
It
So
is
many
awesome.
uses.
He did say it
Your
was
teacher was
awesome.
full of shit.
No, he said that
Whoa.
you can do all that with a brush. Everything that you can do with that airbrush, you can do with your paintbrushes.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Kefki, remember, this is the same thing, like, my teachers, I had teachers that told me not to erase, right?
Your teachers are full of shit, Adam.
Well,
I love my eraser.
it's a different methodology.
I know.
It's a learning strategy. It's
Yeah.
a learning
Alright, look.
strategy because they force you to learn all the techniques, even make you struggle to learn the tougher techniques, so that
You can't learn,
you know what to
though.
do.
It's
It's the structure of it. It's
Yes.
it's the structure of it. It's basic masonry.
Mm.
It's
I mean,
annoying.
Oh my
It's
goodness, hold on.
annoying, but
Jen, are you telling me, are you a Mason? Are you a
no.
33rd?
God,
Are
no,
you
I
gonna be
wish.
telling me?
I wish they were
I
so
mean-
cool.
Get out of
All I
here.
have is programs that tell me about what stuff they used to do, and I'm like, oh, they seem really cool.
Well, ladies and
They're cool.
gentlemen, if I'm not hosting
So-
tomorrow, you know why. Is because I've asked too many questions.
Okay, so I think AI art is fine. I like AI art. It could do lots of neat stuff, but I like traditional art better. I mean, I like it coming from a person. AI art does not have a soul to it because there is nothing. The author cannot put a soul into it because the author has no soul. But I mean, like on the background of my streams is a graveyard. That's two different AI rendered graveyards that I merged together and painted over just a tiny bit. I know that that's not my art. That's not
Mhm.
my art. Even though I painted over it a bit and I merged them together and did editing, it's not mine. It's the AI's. And people going around saying, "Oh, well, I did this because I put the words into the thing." It's like, well, no, you didn't. That's the same as if you went over to an artist and then commissioned them. It's the AI's. It is not yours. So that part drives me crazy. It's like you got to do a lot of overpainting and tweaking and changing and editing to say that that's your art. After you do all that, then you can say it's your art. But until then, it's the fucking AI's art. Stop it. Okay, sorry. But it's cool. It's cool. I like AI art. It's neat. It's cool. Do I think it's going to put artists out of a job? I don't know. Am I scared of that? Yes, I am. Oh, God.
Okay.
Anyway.
See, I
okay.
wouldn't. From
Next
that
subject.
angle,
Oh, no, wait.
my biggest fear would be more for the anime crowd, both the manga and the anime crowd, and I mean that for their artists, because there are times where, yes, they do use computers. Sometimes they're using things for editing because it speeds things up. But a lot of their work is hand done. It's still hand done. And it's done hand done for a reason, because it adds
Well,
it adds to the detail of it.
I mean,
That's why some comic books from certain manga artists take so long to come out.
oh, yo, don't even get me started. Okay, we can open up a different battlefield with the comic book, especially indie comic book. Don't give me.
I don't mean like indie comics. I mean like just manga. Like
Well,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
focusing
no.
on
Even-
Japan. Like I was
It's-
being easy about it.
in terms of animation or artwork, for the corporate area, yeah, they're definitely gonna go for the easier, cheaper route. I mean, again, that's what the strikes was for. You know, they were going against people using AI to supplement the work that they were gonna do. And again, the clearer route, the solution, uh, so to say, is look, if you are an artist, you're a writer, you're somebody who has uh, the ability to add value towards this profession. If it has weight, now you have more value. Congratulations, because you're gonna look at
The
this.
girl. Wait, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're gonna see the AI art, you're gonna see the AI writings, and you're gonna be able to discern it from actual people's work. So it's more value. I get that.
You know. Oh,
It
sorry.
is gonna be muddy for a bit, but at the time, just keep working at it. Um, but yeah.
You know what
What I
pisses me off though about it is that I have seen they're feeding art styles, all right? They're feeding art of people that are deceased, right? Into these AIs, and the AIs are spitting out images in their style, and that makes me so angry.
Well,
That
that's
makes me so mad.
foolish.
And okay, somebody said, well, it's no different than this if I draw a picture in the art style. And I'm like, wait, no, yes, it is. It is different. It's at least in my opinion, it's different because if you draw a picture in so and so's art style that is dead, then you are kind of paying homage to them. You're doing that. You're giving them a form of respect. Okay. But if you pop it into an AI just to pop out a whole bunch of different random images to say, oh, this AI can do this art style, it feels disrespectful to me. It does. I'm sorry.
It's also there's a thing about forgeries, and when it comes to like big time art, I would hate to see what they would do to somebody who tried to pull that with like famous art. I mean, they wouldn't get away with it to begin with because they wouldn't get a chance to see that art. Like really famous art, like at those museums, like the ones that people are freaking out about, those aren't on display. The real ones aren't on display. They can't chance them getting actually damaged by the stupidity of just people, let alone punks throwing soup at them, But
Wait a minute,
the idea,
that heartwarming image of the two the protesters that
I wanted someone to go to their house and trash their room and be like, so how do you feel when somebody does it to you?
So
it's a protest. I'm just protesting,
I love that.
Because
don't actually
they
do
will
that.
feel
Don't actually do
vindicated.
that. Don't actually do that.
They will feel vindicated.
But I'm
That's
just
the problem,
saying.
these kind of people.
But that's just it. Like they don't understand because they don't see their actions as actually harmful to other people. They think they are on some goal to save themselves or something. I don't know. But all the same, thankfully that artwork wasn't damaged, not the real ones. But all the same, the ones that were out, those are fake. It's very rare to get a real replica. And yeah, if you did do a replica that was really, really well done, you might be able to get a museum to use it as like a host picture. But that's very rare, and I don't think you could just get away with doing that.
So,
like, big forgeries,
are
no.
you saying that they threw soup on a reproduction?
What?
They tried.
Or whatever they threw at it, they didn't throw it in the actual painting. It was reproduction, right?
It
Oh,
was
that's
behind glass
lovely.
too,
That's
but yeah.
rich. That's brilliant.
Yeah. But it's still, I don't know. I don't understand if there's anything legal about that. Like I'm pretty sure there is though, especially for like, because it has to do.
The
really
issue, okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about, okay, let's bring it back down to less AI stuff. Let's talk about intellectual property.
Yeah.
Right? Let's make it really boring. So we're talking about legality of things, right? It's intellectual
Oh
property
no!
laws
Hold
are
on.
going
You're
to
not
vary.
gonna do spreadsheets, are you?
No.
Okay.
I have no spreadsheets prepared. I'm sure. Sorry, Adam.
She has a slideshow.
But like, if
Sit
we're
down and
talking
enjoy
about the legality of things, it's going to be very, very, very difficult at points to attribute if you're seeing how, like, Harry called AI art a chimera, right? It's bits and pieces of different things all in one, and it's going to be more difficult for an artist, a current artist, to be able to show claim. But you can still take them if something is too close to somebody's art style that is their own art style. Sure, you can try to take them to court, I'm sure, but it's going to be very, very difficult. Law is always decades behind current technology. That's the problem. With that, that's why it took ages before you had like the Millennium Copyright Act that came into effect for music, that screwed up YouTube and everybody's enjoyment of YouTube many years ago, because it just takes that long for the law to catch up with technology. So probably 5-6 years down the line, we're going to get IP laws that are going to target AI use, whether it's written or images for the actual art. So that's when we're going to get these answers kind of ironed out. In the meantime, it's going to be very, very difficult for someone, especially if they are a smaller artist. And by smaller, I mean not someone who's backed up by money. Because if you have money, like, it doesn't matter if, like, oh yeah, I work full time, my art all the time, you're not going to have the power behind you of somebody who maybe is a corporate entity, right? So if they were to steal the art of, say, Disney identically, it just changes it a little bit. Like the funny AI Disney Pixar movie posters that they're making, that are all funny, right? That is kind of like, you could say, okay, that's a fan art, yes. But if you would take the actual, say, poster for Up and just tweak it a little bit in AI and say this is original art, that could be seen as it'll be haggled in court, but that would be more of an IP infringement versus just fan art of the style of art. So a big conglomerate's going to have more money than an individual artist until the law catches up and there's an easier recourse to going after people like that. But then it's going to be too late. It's going to be an issue where we're feeding all these art into this machine that takes bits and pieces and everything. Where are you going to find yourself? Maybe they took the style of how you draw eyes and they incorporated that into an eye bank. Well, how are you going to pick what part of the eye that you draw is in this millions of different AI art pieces? It's a monster. It's less a chimera, Harry, and more of a hydra for when trying to deal with it.
Sora,
I think it's very interesting.
That doesn't even scrap the part where they want to use humans as part of that too.
Whoa,
like, I've
okay,
noticed,
hold on. Before you
wait,
open up that bit, I want to say.
I had something to add to what Jen was saying.
I'm sorry.
SoraLuna was saying. Sora, God, words, names. I just want to add this real quick. There is an AI website where you can go on there, right? If you buy a membership, you can go in there, make an image, but then you buy that image. Basically, you've bought that image. That image is yours to do whatever you want to with. So basically, you're buying a license for it, right? That's what I assume, because they say.
Is it an open commons, kind of like a creative open commons license, whatever that's called?
Yeah. Well, they say once you buy it, it's yours. This is yours now. You can do with what you will. So that, I just wanted to add that. I think that's cool. That's neat. I think that's great. Because Badger had said something about artists using it in their backgrounds to the original, and their original works, drawings in the foreground. And I think that's fine. But I think if you're gonna do that, you should probably want to buy the AI art, the license, whatever to it, or at least do some kind of alteration, painting, editing, a little tweaking to where you have done something, or better yet, just credit the AI. Don't pass it off as your own and say, oh, well, the background's AI generated, because then really I keep thinking, how is it any different than photo bashing? Photo bashing where you take a bunch of pictures, cut them apart, and paste them all together. That's an old art style.
Kefki,
People recognize
Kefki,
that as
Kefki,
art.
Kefki.
Sorry.
That is true. And
I get excited. Well, I'm sorry. Yes,
I agree.
go
I
back
agree
to
with
what
what
Sora
you're
was saying.
saying. And Sora, I want to say you expressed it very eloquently. And I agree with a lot of it. Um, uh, I'd like to continue the conversation, but before we do, um, I do want to. We got to do some advertisements.
Oh
Only
dear God.
because. Oh, well, look, only because it's it's keeping our show afloat, and we want to help our friends, right? So, the first one is Satsu. Boom.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not a joke. Go check out Satsu. I mean, I hope the promo is still going. Probably not. He hasn't really said anything. He just said, yeah, all the help is great, but go check out his spices. I think we've had a few people who said that they've tried it and it was pretty good. So, uh, yeah, definitely go check out Satsu's spices. And the other
Yes.
oh, the other ad is Raid Shadow Legends, and if you type in Minion of the Zoo, you get a Terry skin.
Yay!
I'm gonna go back to Satsu for
Everyone's
2
favorite
seconds
character.
because if you go and visit his channel too, every once in a blue moon, his daughter comes into the room and says, "Good night, Daddy," and it's the cutest damn thing ever.
Well,
So you should go visit for that, and
yeah,
and
that's a
tell him
bonus.
to name his otter after Polly.
He has an otter.
An arc, yes.
Oh! I thought he had an actual otter. I was like, oh my God, a little pony dub.
Cryptic
You
says
didn't
hot
say
dog
type in the
spices.
code, Adam. How are they gonna know to type in the code to get their Terry skin? You didn't tell them to type in the code, did you?
Oh yeah, the code is MOTZ.
Oh yes. The code is MOTZ.
Yep, and then you
and
get
those
your
of us who don't live in the States will just cry and dream of the of the spices.
yes. Well, you can't have the spices and you can't enjoy the Terry skin. So unfortunately, it's American only.
I
God
would
bless.
prefer if Terry keeps his skin.
Ew.
I don't
I
I,
don't know.
I don't know why you're trying to give his skin away.
Well, it's partnership with us and Raid. Um,
Mm.
you probably have to ask Terry about that. Um, but continuing your discussion on
AI.
AI.
Yeah, I'm like the art stuff aside, like that's its own legal argument, and that's part of it. Like you're not wrong. It's so many heads of so many problems all together. When you start adding in the human aspect, the AI human aspect, I want nothing to do with that. Like there's this ad that keeps popping up on the YouTube, and it's Elon Musk through this ad, and I'm like, I can tell that this is like China pushing an ad on me. And it's fucking weird because it's all AI. Like it doesn't like it's got his voice, it's got his image, but like you can tell that it's AI.
Well, um, you know, I would say two things that was kind of brushed up on with the future of this, I would say, is style and personality. Personality? Like creativity. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, if you look at some of these AI images, they look very sterile. Like, I mean, obviously machine generated, so they look static. And um, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what you're getting with that. You can't really argue against, the people who are, running movies or trying to print ads or whatever, and obviously they're gonna go for the cheapest
Son
aspect
of
of
a
it.
brick!
Yeah.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry.
but that really doesn't put a hamper on, like, I would still pay more money for a George Perez image as opposed to an AI image. A Kieran Grant image over an AI image. 100%. Like, that's because I'm getting somebody who is doing an actual artwork as opposed to somebody who is running algorithms and fixing
Well,
the results, you know.
yeah. I mean, you want to support a person. The AI, you don't gotta, first off, like I was saying, it has soul, and then you want to support an artist. The AI doesn't need your support. Artists do need support because they're very overlooked nowadays and or underlooked or definitely underpaid for commissions and pushed around. And the term starving artist ain't a joke. It's not.
I'm
Sorry.
more concerned with so we do have a generation cropping up who, in all honesty, sound like they've never seen any movies from the past. And I know I'm not that big of a movie buff, but with this AI thing, I could see them taking actors that have been dead for years and then reworking the movies.
Oh, they're already
Oh,
doing that,
Oh,
Jen.
yeah.
Did you hear
'Cause
what they did with Frank Sinatra? They took his voice, and it's neat. But I mean, now doing all these Frank Sinatra songs
Hold on,
with
hold
funny
on. You know how
songs with
they
them.
have the Simpsons predicted it? Um,
Mm-hmm.
the whole movie thing that was predicted in The Critic. Uh, Duke, uh, the character Duke had a thing where he was altering the old movies, and you can change it the way you wanted to. And Jay Sherman's critic character was like, "No, you can't do this because you're altering uh, the basic premise of what the movie should be, you know." And it's like, no, yeah, well, now this is where we're at. People are just gonna alter the movies.
And I do have a problem with that. Like, if you want a new movie, make a new movie. If it flops, it flopped. Sorry, it flopped. But the old movies are historical at this point. They're not true stories, they're movies, but they're still historical. Like,
it's a
believe
historical piece of media
Hmm.
that is legit a group of it's a known entity when you think about historical media. It would be anything that is from the past, which includes film, documentary, written paper, illustrations.
it matters. It just does. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know that they want to rewrite history, but they can't.
Well, more to your point too, because I do find it disturbing as well, Jen. Like, it started with the holographic concert of like Tupac a few years back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's creepy. It's
Eh,
cool. On
Yeah,
one hand, very cool. On the
very
other
I
hand,
creepy.
remember
a little creepy
it
because
was
but then and
super
then and
creepy.
then you're going to have, if you're going to go into this any sort of celebrity career, right? And you've made it to a point, you're going to have to seriously think about how will your estate be used once you pass, because you're going to have to put all sorts of things. Who's going to be in charge of your image going forward? if you don't if you don't plan for even further ahead, like, you are never going to know. Look at what they won't leave poor Marilyn Monroe to freaking die because people are still making money off her image, right? And it's they can do that now with AI. They can film her. They can do all sorts of things, right? Because they have all her sound bites, all her how she moves because of movies, everything. Her singing voice, all of that, and you can continuously do it. And it's just it's kind of sad because then those who have passed cannot just stay dead. And then
Mm.
people are going to say, "Oh, well, we love them. That's why we want to bring back." No, you're making a lot of money off of them. That's the problem.
It
And
is.
you know, it's both it sucks that way. But then to your other point, like a little bit, we kind of went way past it about protecting the image, your image, which was kind of part of the strike, I believe, was one of the issues from the actor strike was how are you going to protect your image going forward? Would that be put into a contract? And for that, I'm wondering, would they take something similar? Like, you know how if you're in certain things like a fantasy or sci-fi or something like this, and part of your contract would be an imaging license. So going forward, if you are going to use my image to sell toys, to sell posters, to sell whatever, right? Then I need either a high percentage of the residuals from that, from the sales, or no, you cannot. And then that takes, so any toys or images or AI generated stuff cannot use your immediate image, meaning they have to tweak it so it doesn't look like the actor. It'd be interesting.
Something like that was with Robin Williams and the genie. He didn't really want to. I mean, supposedly, as far as what he had, expressed, he didn't want his images used outside of just being Genie in the animated film. But obviously Disney used his likeness outside of it elsewhere. So I mean, look, that's the one thing that really gets me with Hollywood. Um, it's like, okay, how are you gonna go into Hollywood now with all the information, all the knowledge that you have about what the town is like, and sit there and be like, well, I didn't know that I had to go on this casting couch. I didn't know I had to go and do certain things with people before. And it's like, well, yeah, you did. I mean, people were telling you. You, you just laughed it off and said it was, nonsense, but yeah.
I will fight the AI people on any of the historical stuff. I just will, because I do see it as a desecration of the actors. Anyone who died in that can no longer say, yeah, that's okay. They always talk about consent all the time. Dead people, they can't consent. And sometimes their family, yeah, they might want some money, but that's not okay.
Ew, yeah,
You
well,
know?
that's
where
the other thing
the
too.
law comes in place, right? The legality steps in because the consent is how your estate is managed. So if you don't put, and of course, previously to now, that who would have thought there's going to be AI using your image? You know, so your legacy, your estate, which is equals your image and all your historical media that you have made, would have been left to whoever's the executor, or maybe a spouse or a child or extended family member, and then they are the ones with whom companies will negotiate because they are or through the particular lawyers that are assigned to them. Now this is going to be the problem because it's going to be, you're going to have to put clauses about whether or not companies can work, and that's not even touching the fact that illegal AI generation will occur because and through that people might find and use their images, and that's a way to bypass having to pay an estate for the use of the image. It's great. This is amazing. Go to town, people in IP law right now. I think it's going to be one heck of a wild west with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. It just listening to you describe this, it's like, yo, we're gonna have a wonderful time with the legalities of an estate trying to secure the likeness of a deceased person, actor, musician, whatever. But also, now you're dealing with pirates who are fucking stealing this person's likeness and
I'm
using it
back.
for whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's psychotic a little bit. It is
it's
a little bit.
nuts.
Wait, what did I miss?
Well,
Like this
Kefki,
isn't
we were
dressing up for
discussing whether
Halloween,
or
you know,
not,
like
candy corn
Halloween?
is
What did I
actually a
miss?
good candy or not.
Wait, what did I miss?
Oh, well, I was gonna say, this isn't like Halloween where, like, I could see someone dressing up as a dead celebrity for Halloween. You know, that's still showing respect, believe it or not. I
Yeah.
still consider that showing respect because you miss the guy or you miss
Yeah.
the lady,
Or
you
you
know?
appreciate their work and you
Yes.
like them. Yeah, it's respectful.
Yeah, I'm not opposed
Unless
to,
you're
like, fan art
dressed up as
or
them in a, like, disrespectful with their brains blowing out or something. Then that's not respectful.
but it's just I could see them doing that. And I know it's the weirdest thing, but I have this image of them starting with somebody like Walt Disney. Something like that. Just because some of the times I see this stuff cropping up is the grossest people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't even like Walt Disney. I don't know. I just have this image of his last interview. And I could see them using that just to say
Wait, what happened in his last
crap.
interview? Was it like
I can't remember the whole details. Because he was really into his Epcot Center, and the guy was a lot more intelligent than I. So if I try to repeat his stuff, it comes out like gobbledygook. I appreciate that whenever I look at his artwork, I'm like, I gotta go back to school. I gotta go back to art school. That man knew how to draw.
Yeah, he was really into Epcot.
Yeah.
He really did have an idea for like a future city type of thing.
Yeah. But I could see them taking that and then reworking it. Because, like, I'm sorry, he did have hints of socialism in there. He did. He had his own beliefs. And it's just one of those things where, like, when you listen to him talking, you're like, he has his own image. I don't think other people understand what he's saying, though. You know? Some people are like that when they're right up there. But I could see them trying to word in what they want to say into what he's saying, because a lot of people couldn't understand what he's saying nowadays either. You know, I'm not the only one in that boat.
Oh, well. Looking at chat, we got Cryptic. Welcome, Cryptic. Hey, Cryptic. Kind of wish you joined us Friday for Veterans Day. That would have been fun. Thank you, sir. But also, what in the fuck does Adam is the Matrix mean? I'm not the Matrix.
Okay. So this is it. It's been solved. Dora, she's the AI. Jen is the cloud, and apparently I'm an algorithm. Oh my god, I'm the algorithm. Oh my god, I hold all the power. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's what he's talking about. And you're the storage. Wait, no. And you're the matrix. Wait, you're the same. Both. You're both. You're special.
Well, okay, so why does he make the Hispanic person the janitor character? That's not fair.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be cleaning up the storage unit, okay?
I mean, I get that, but I'm so used to. I'm more used to The Simpsons, to be honest. I keep thinking of the janitor as being Scottish dude named Willie.
Oh, Scottish. Hey, dude, I'll be Scottish. That's fun. I'll clean the room for Willie. Yeah.
I know, right?
Still. Oh no. Sorry. I like to read chat. I like chat. I like the people in chat. I like to engage with chat. Hi,
Yeah.
You
chat.
should.
Thanks.
Our chat
Thanks
is
again.
awesome.
Yeah. Thanks again,
Yes.
everybody in chat, for hanging out. Thanks again,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks all of you, Jen, Sora, and
I'm gonna stream. I'm
And
gonna
yourself?
play.
oh, well, I was gonna say Kefki Lothi, but
Oh well, yeah. We don't thank me here.
I was
I'm
dynamic
sorry.
pause. But I wanted
I
to
have
thank all
dynamic
three of you.
pause. Yes, I do. They can slap you, Adam. You want to see? Pop!
Into the
We don't need to be-
stratosphere.
Yeah, we don't need to be violent.
Whoopoo!
Good Lord Almighty.
Did you see how aerodynamic them fuckers were? Sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. Sorry.
It
I-
is
I'm
wonderful
excitable,
that the
Adam,
three
I'm
of
sorry.
you joined me on this Sunday evening. So thank you again. And but yes, going back to AI. I mean, honestly, I didn't have anything else to talk about
It's
other than oh, fucking. There was a new Ghostbusters trailer and
How
fucking
what?
Avatar trailer. I don't know, but
Oh,
There's
so
a
I
what?
was
Wait,
listening
what?
to
Who
this
hit?
for Ghostbusters, something to do with something cold.
mhm.
Wait.
Apparently
There's a new
there's some
Ghostbusters.
people
What? I missed
a
it. I'm
movie
sorry. Oh my god!
Ghostbusters
Is it
movie,
good?
the sequel to
Uh-huh.
I would say Extinction, Jesus, to Afterlife. um, Apparently people, or I say people, I'm sure there's a very loud minority of Twitter people complaining and are upset that they're not acknowledging is it the 2017, 2016, the girl
That's a chick
2016.
Ghostbuster.
one.
Uh,
Bleh.
yeah, because there's a couple of videos in my feed today and yesterday about that on YouTube, and I thought that was like, okay, and
Those
they're
hustlers.
upset.
Sorry.
They're upset that
Hustlers.
they're not acknowledging them. They're not going to be in the movie and all that because that did so well, you know.
Well, it's also because they tried to replace the initial movie with that one. Like
Yeah.
they keep trying to claim that they didn't. Like they try to go, oh well, it was an alternative universe, and like you didn't really work that into your new movie. You didn't work that into the storyline. It was legitimately copy paste, but shittily done.
Yeah.
that was very
It
obvious.
sucked. I mean, even okay. I've tried to watch it. I went into it with an open mind. I'm like, okay, if they do it right, it wouldn't be bad. And I was just like, this is just the same power chick thing that they're trying to do. Every woman now in movies has to be strong and da 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 da, and oh, she could conquer the universe. And it's stupid. Real humans have weaknesses and flaws, and that's what makes them interesting. You can't if you have a character that has no weaknesses, no flaws, no disadvantages, they're fucking boring. And that's what they want to do with all the females in movies now. And it sucks.
I actually do blame Chris Hemsworth for taking that role. Cause I'm like, my dude, if you're wondering why you're considered a beefcake, it's because you okayed that role. At no point did anyone think that the ginger secretary was dumb. They didn't think she was okay. Some people didn't think didn't think she was attractive. I thought she was cute. I thought she was adorable. But at no point was she an unlikable character. She was absolutely a major part of that group. They needed her. They wouldn't have worked as a company without her. But they made Chris Hemsworth an idiot.
Not to say that I don't have a taste for redheads. Um, no, yeah, Janine wasn't really looked at as like, some goofball. She was a secretary, I would actually say in the first one, more so tired of being like a low wage type of worker. Like I've been paid better, doing, worse work, and yeah, so I mean, that's the thing that got me with Ghostbusters. It was the first movie has always been about like your
That
blue
makes
collar
you
workers,
feel
you
good.
know?
Yeah. It was it was so much different, and I gotta say I'm happy that the new one looks good, but I'm not really that excited for it. And I think the thing that they don't understand is Bill's too old now. No offense, Bill. I love you. I hope you live for a long time, but you're too old. And the first movie was more than just that. Like it was all of it. It was the era too. Like that era is a lot of what brings me back to the Ghostbusters. The music, my memory of that time for New York, and
Yeah, it was a
you
different New York
revisit
as well. Yeah.
entirely different. Like like the Twin Towers were in that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We have just been officially canceled since you
The
mentioned the towers.
Costin!
There you go.
Sorry, it's just that movie is just
Building 7,
that
holy shit.
old. It's just that
Oh my
old.
god. Why
It
would you say that, Cos? Sorry.
because it's just that old of a movie. Like it it yeah, it's such a good memory of my of I'm sure a lot of people remember that too. Like it was just that part of my childhood and that era.
Yeah.
It was so well captured by that movie. And they're trying to recreate that. And they tried to do that with Stranger Things and I'm like, I get that you guys are really into this, but it's a bunch of kids LARPing the 80s.
Well, that's the goofy thing is, um, the first one, Ghostbusters Afterlife,
Yeah.
is the most recent one. Um,
Yeah.
it essentially at some point went into Ghostbusters remake. So, Gozer comes back. Spoilers: Gozer comes back, and they have the two dogs, the gatekeeper and all that, and it's like,
So looking for a key, huh?
yeah, it's the first Ghostbusters. And so when
Sorry,
people were
Harry.
posting the trailer, and it's like, oh my God, New York freezes over. I'm like, dude, all that's gonna be, it's gonna be Vigo. Although I think it's gonna be probably a female Vigo, just because current year you can't have you have to have some sort of you know uh what does Cartman say? Make it a chicken, make it a lesbian, and make it like uh but it's gonna be Vigo. It's gonna be freezing New York over, and then um the Ghostbusters are gonna have to figure out a way to break into the museum. That's what it's gonna be. At least I think. Um, but then again,
And you know what? I wish them well. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It does look like they're trying to hand the reins over to the younger kids, which fair enough.
Well,
All the
isn't
actors are
one of
old.
the character the daughter of the one who's passed? Egon?
yeah, and that makes no sense. That okay. That personally, and this is just an Adam thing, but that
Mm.
right there just solidified like this whole thing is just bullshit because how in the fuck is Egon gonna go and have a child and then just not be around him? Like it's so out of character. It's ridiculous to think. And then
Characters change,
no
though.
no
People
no
change. They can
no
try make them
no
write it.
no no
They,
because even at that, Janine was trying to get with Egon Spengler. No, it's so ridiculous to think. It is harshly written. Again, that's just one of those things. Was they wrote it so they can have. Oh yes, we have these young kids being the new ghost, which is ridiculous to begin with. And it's like, dude, what the fuck?
but
Who
it
the fuck
it
thinks kids with Ghostbusters? It's it was a bunch of dudes who got kicked out of their fucking profession being at a university, and they're like,
Adam.
okay, let's try it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Adam.
you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Advertising,
But
advertising, like they say in Spaceballs.
I'm going.
Well, but even if they go that route, they're still taking another character from nowhere for no reason, because one of the characters had a child. In the second movie, there's Oscar, the baby that
Oh yeah.
the ghost kept trying to possess the entire
Yeah.
time.
Well, they even made it in the second movie. They made it a joke that Peter didn't want to be a father figure. So I mean, it's the the whole premise of Ghostbusters was
Wait, no. That baby wasn't the Ghostbusters
it wasn't.
baby.
No, it was. I mean,
No,
it
it
was
wasn't.
Dana's, but
It was the another musician
yeah,
that
was
was
it was
with.
Sigourney
So it's not a
Weaver's
Ghostbuster
kid.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and some weirdo guy wanted to kidnap the baby. So Ghostbusters 2. Waka waka.
Ghostbusters.
But still, it's a child that you still have a child that you could have grow up and be the next Ghostbuster.
Yeah, well,
Just
exactly.
based off of connections and all.
They-
No sign of Oscar. There's no Oscar.
They very well could have used Oscar as a focal point. But again, it's one of those things where we're in current year where it has to be some nonsense. Oh, fucking this person's gonna figure all this shit out of nowhere and
Yeah.
resurrect the fucking
It's Ray.
IP.
It's Ray Sue.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. It's nonsense.
It's no longer Mary Sue. It's Ray Sue.
Ray Sue.
From Star Wars.
Marshmallows. Yeah. Ah, jeez.
Oh,
It's
dude.
supposed to be a relaxing Sunday, but got me
Well,
talking about. And Ghostbusters. I should only be worked up about Ghostbusters with the NES game. That's the only time.
Yeah. And you know what? I gotta confess that the theme for the Ghostbusters was ruined by the Dragon Ball 4 star guys because of the Nappa version. Ghost Nappa.
There's a. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't heard that. I don't.
Oh,
know
it's
if I want to
funny.
hear.
It's funny. It's definitely a fan based video. Yeah. Those were good times. I almost miss it. But I don't.
Ooh.
Hi, Gray.
Welcome everybody to chat.
Yes. Jews. I don't know what you're talking about, Cryptic. Juice is delicious, though. You're welcome.
They came back to Cryptic's Delicious. What?
Oh, I wouldn't know about that one.
I was like, wait.
He
what?
said, I know this is old, and I only bring this up at least once a year, but he once upon a time sent durian fruit to Satsu.
Oh,
and it
my
went
God.
bad because it got stuck in Texas.
Oh my God.
That part of it I didn't know until afterwards.
It
I
got
bet.
stuck in
Oh God, I
Texas?
bet that package
Yeah,
stunk
for
to
2
high heaven.
days at 120 degrees.
Oh.
He paid extra for it too. He's got the worst luck with paying people money to do shit for him. I feel for you, man. Thank you for your service, though. I like to throw that out at him because it makes him feel awkward.
There you go. See, a Canadian thanks you for the service. Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Chicken butt?
Chicken butt.
No.
Well, no. I guess it's too early to talk about Thanksgiving food.
I said chimkin butt, not turkey butt.
It's never too early to talk about food.
Thanksgiving food? Well, here's what I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna have any because shit's expensive. If you want to send me a turkey, P.O. Box 1313, Abysmal Abyss. There we go. Yay. Just don't send it alive. Actually,
Kefki,
no, I want a pet turtle. Send it alive.
Kefki, I'm gonna send
It
you a
seems
turkey.
like it would be fun.
Yeah.
Ask
It'd be
for it,
fun to send Kefki a turkey. Everybody in chat, let's.
Just live ones.
I'll have a farm of turkeys then. Yeah. I don't know where I'm gonna keep them, but hey.
And then.
You'll have your own gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a gang of
roam
turkeys
around
called?
A gaggle?
A gaggle of turkeys. They're live
Google.
too, not cooked. So.
Exactly, Grace. Send them turkeys to the graveyard.
Okay,
Sorry.
so the most collective nouns for a group of turkeys are a rafter, a gaggle, or a flock.
A rafter.
A what?
A rafter, a gaggle, or a flock. So rafter is perhaps the most unusual of the three terms, and it's thought to originate from the fact that turkeys sleep in trees and other high up places.
Well, I'm using rafter.
I have never seen a turkey up a tree, and now I need to see that. Oh my god! But there's a whole other bunch of like. There is actually a Thanksgiving of turkeys. I think that's kind of cruel to call them a Thanksgiving of turkeys.
Oh, that's dark. That's dark.
Well, hold on. Since the two of yous are Canucks, I'd ask our resident Aussie, but apparently Terry wants to play fucking bullshit video games with Jack Gunsky, that fucker. So
oh my god, turkeys in trees, guys! You gotta Google turkey in a tree. It's hilarious.
Don't. Okay. Do it at your own risk.
Oh my god, it's adorable. Oh,
you might find some things you might not
I am
want
so
to see.
happy. I am so happy right now. It's just.
Hold on. But Canada. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving around Thanksgiving time? Nothing, right?
I mean, like, wait, your Thanksgiving or our Thanksgiving? Because our Thanksgiving was in second week of October.
Oh shit! Yeah, you guys have your own, right?
Yeah.
They do it early. Get it done. And then that way we can spend more time on November the 11th, like Remembrance Day.
Okay, well.
At least we're supposed to. I mean, it depends on where you are.
Do you have Black Friday?
We do.
Now we do.
But mostly because you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a spillover type of thing?
Oh, yeah. But the UK does too. I wouldn't be surprised if Australia does too.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday seems more big here.
Yeah. Well,
Black Friday.
I support Cyber Monday only because you don't have to go out and purchase stuff. You can do it in the convenience of your own home. Also, yeah, I forgot Boxing Day. Isn't Boxing Day England thing? Again, not only do we have to get Terry on board, but we have to get Spud Gun for our or even my pal.
I'm pretty sure Boxing Day was universal for Christian countries. It's just a thing with returning gifts.
What? No way.
Boxing Day is literally just about returning gifts.
I thought you were.
You have Christmas Day. You open up your presents. You're like, well, this doesn't fit. That doesn't work. I can't use this. So you go and you return it. That's what Boxing Day is.
Wait, is that really what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Green Badger. Boxing Day. Yeah, that's the day we go outside in the streets and we have a mini purge of the year. Just beat each other up.
Boxing
Adam.
Day is never just one day anymore either. It's
No, Boxing Day starts before Christmas.
Yeah, because we know it's about returns. Like, it still happens. You get gifts that you can't wear, or it doesn't work for you, or it's the wrong one, or you have a copy of this, so you go and return it. Yeah, people still do that.
It's so funny. So one year, my best friend and I were like, we are going to do the thing, you know, the get up at 4 a.m. We're going to go downtown, get in line because like there are certain for this is for Boxing Day, not for Black Friday. This is Boxing Day. And we're going to do all this stuff. We wrote out a list of what we're aiming to purchase and everything. And we got up. She came and slept over at my place. We got up and we're just looking outside at the ice and the snow. Like, it wasn't snowing. It actually turned out to be a really sunny, pretty day that day. But we're like, I was like, so did you just want to like get food? Like, I'm hungry. Do you want to get food? And she's like, I want to get food. So we ended up eventually making it to downtown, and we went around the malls, but we did not line up for anything. It was great. We was like, you know, we popped into the couple of places we were interested in. I think we each got maybe one or two things off our list, but our big thing was we went and got like a full on breakfast, like, you know, your sausages, your pancakes, everything. It was the best part. And that was my one and only time of trying to do like the early morning thing. And like we were prepared, like we went to bed early, had lists, put on the alarms, we, you know.
No, hold on. having
Adam,
a well. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's so precious. Sora's right. It's so precious. I sent you some pictures of turtles and trees. Would you show them on stream so everybody can see the precious turtles? Please? They're in your DMs.
No.
No? Okay.
I'm sorry. Look,
I'm sorry.
It's Sunday. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really registered to like everything set up
Networking
for.
around?
Yeah, I
I'm sorry.
if it was no, I'm sorry. If it was Monday, I'd be able to accommodate the imagery that you'd want. But right now, unfortunately, my hands are tied.
For people who are interested, if you're in our Discord, there is a stream time link where Kefki has added some pictures, and I added one too. If you're
There you go.
interested in seeing the turkeys and trees, it's on the Discord. But of course, Google away because it is darling. I agree.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, assassin. I said no to Kefki, and I apologize. But please, yes, check out Discord. And yeah, there's a link to Discord. You can check us out, and you're able to, you know, see more stuff out there. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna get sleep tonight.
Just so everybody knows, because things happened on our Tuesday, you know, we've got a free spot on the Tuesday. We all hang out in the Discord. I mean, I haven't yet because for some reason, anytime I want to go do things, life says no, you can't. But if you're free on a Tuesday, you should come visit us on the Discord because we're all hanging out in the Discord. It's actually been pretty cool. The last couple times I peep and I'm like, I have to go to bed because I have to be up at 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, people have been in there.
Yeah, I might try something different on Tuesday. Let's see if we can play some games outside of what we normally play on Monday. Monday, we will be playing some interesting games. Again, Terry's not here, so I can't goof with him, but I'm assuming Killer Instinct and Street Fighter 6 is going to be there. Unless Kefki is...
What did I do wrong now?
Okay, never mind.
Nothing.
Oh.
You did nothing wrong.
Yeah, we'll have a chat on that, but yeah, you know, things to play out on Tuesday, for our Discord hangouts.
That'll be kind of fun to have. Cause like we have so many voice chats. Play Pong.
I
Is
like
there an
Pong.
online emulator for Pong? Because that might be fun. Very slow game.
It's okay, Gray. Huck.
You want to play Pong? We can play Pong. You know what? The first game we're gonna play tomorrow, on Monday, at the zoo, is gonna be Pong.
Yeah.
Is it historical gaming with Adam?
No, it's Adam's stubborn POS, and he will put Pong on the stream.
Oh
But
shit, I forgot my eating sounds come through on OBS. I'm sorry, everybody.
on
I'm
the what?
sorry. I'm numbing a fish fillet. Sorry about that. I'm
Fish
gonna
fillet.
continue to nom it though, cause I gotta finish it.
That's okay. I'm actually, I don't know how do the three of you feel? I mean, we've been going for a while. I don't know.
Up to you.
I'm good, but I'm
I
good
mean, if
until
you
you
wanna,
guys are
Okay,
yeah, if
well,
you wanna wind it up and stuff, that's fine. I mean,
well, that's fine.
I will
Let's
say that the food is making me hungry too.
no, sorry.
Oh, no problem.
well,
It
fine.
also makes me think of the McDonald's song from like ages ago for some reason. Don't make me look that up. I can't
Hold on.
remember all
Yeah,
the
no,
lyrics. I can't remember all the lyrics to that shit.
what was the McDonald's song?
I'm hating it.
I think
Sorry.
it was just the menu.
Oh, it's like something like
Let me see if I can look it up.
hamburger.
Have you noticed that
Nugget,
back in the day, there was all the McDonald's stuff was aimed toward kids? You had Grimace and Ronald and
quick.
Birdie and the Hamburglar, and now they're slowly phasing all that out. They're even taking the play places
don't
out
even
of
know
the
if I can get away with
McDonald's.
that.
They're taking all
Oh,
the kids stuff out.
Yeah, it's so sad.
I
Actually,
know. I know it makes me sad because I have happy memories of. See, we were dirt ass poor, and we couldn't go to places like Disneyland or anything like that. But we could go to McDonald's and you know putz around the play place. I never liked the play place. I didn't go in there, but it was fun to go out with your parents and have a day of it. And yeah, it makes me sad because yeah. Don't know the nostalgia. Oh my god. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's just like they kind of made it so sterile in a lot of the places. Like you can't have
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah, plus they used to have the really cool toys in the Happy Meals. Nowadays they don't have really cool stuff. I like
It
the
depends. It depends. Like
hit or
a couple
Yeah.
years back, they had these miniature Hasbro games. Like
Mhm.
I got
Oh, that's neat.
my coworker like Hungry Hippos, Sorry, Connect 4, Battleship. I think Battleship. I got
Yeah.
Sorry. That was a lot of. That's
Hold on.
quite a bit of fun, and
Hungry
the
Hippos
Hungry Hippos
Battleship.
one is good.
That's neat. That's neat. Oh, and they brought back the Boo Buckets, which is my favorite ever thing from McDonald's and the Happy Meal or the Boo Bucket Halloween buckets. I love them things so much. But other than that, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent again. And
No, no problem whatsoever. But I will say, I think now is a good time to close up the shop. So, um, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us in chat. Um, want to thank everybody who is gonna watch the show in the future, because somebody's gonna be watching it, and thank you. It's appreciated. But I also want to thank, and this is most important, my guests this evening. Uh, Thank you, Kefki and Lothi.
Oh, oh. Well, thank you. And thank you, Sora and JenTMaxi.
Well, hold on, that was my job. I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, well, can I do it or?
Well, I mean, since you asked so nicely and sweetly, yeah, you can do it this time.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
uh, Thank you, JenTMaxi.
Yee. You're welcome.
And
Thank you for having me.
thank you, SoraLuna.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here.
I honestly, this is a personal thing. I love when you are able to join us and hang out with the show. Um, it's always a pleasure. Um, but yes, this is Minions of the Zoo on a Sunday, and yeah, I guess I don't know how are we gonna close this out. Let's see.
Thank
Oh,
you
I
for
have
being
notes.
here.
Thanks
Yes.
for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us.
Oh
Watch
yeah,
this.
and we were gonna play like rock paper scissors to call it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you guys are gonna.
On the count of 3.
What?
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Rock.
Oh no, I got scissors.
Dum.
Darn,
What do you
I guess
got,
I
He's the
can't
winner.
do it.
Oh.
See, and this
Wait,
is what
what?
happens.
You're
Well-
supposed to call out. You're supposed to call out a head gesture.
Well, somebody was supposed to do it. Okay, look.
Wait, what?
I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and
Paper.
God bless. I love y'all. And the zoo is closed. And good night, my dove. Take care.
And the
Good night.
Minions is recorded in front of a live audience.
Okay, Jen, that's. Okay, well, I'll talk to you.
Yay!
Okay, let me close the.
Good job.
I gotta be unique, my own way. Send me the dialogue. You didn't have to send me the dialogue.
I think she got the dialogue.
Do it. Do it.
Fine. Minions of the Zoo was filmed in front of a live audience in
Gotta keep it.
Minion Vision. Da, da, da.